Guys, my name is Crystal with Salt City Tarot, and I'm going to be doing your reading for October 2022 for all signs. I am probably going to do like a 3-card spread for everybody, but we'll see where the universe takes us. That's kind of what is necessary is what we're going to do. And then I'll do your individual signs after this. So you'll be seeing those posted likely tomorrow or later on today, depending on when this is posted. So let's go ahead and get started for everybody. Let's see, just a sec. We're gonna go ahead and start with earth signs. So we're gonna go earth, air, fire, water. Go ahead and check out your timestamp if you're looking for something specific, like your specific sign. If not, we'll go ahead and get started now. Also, if you're not subscribed, subscribe. And like the video, of course, if it resonates with you. And if you would like a personal reading, I will be doing those. So you're welcome to send me an email at saltcitytarotreadings, READINGS@gmail.com. That is all. Let's get started. Alright, guys. So, Capricorn. We've got, so funny. So, like on TikTok, if you haven't joined me on TikTok, it's Salt City Tarot Readings as well. But I actually did a reading for Capricorn on TikTok as well, and I literally got just about these exact same cards. So in the center we've got the 6 of Cups. So you have somebody likely from the past that could be coming in, or like some kind of like soulmate kind of energy, even like previous like sort of energy with the 6 of Cups here. Surrounded by the 10 of Cups. Okay, so super happy kind of situation where it's also like the end of a cycle, but I don't say like this is like the end of a cycle. I feel like this is like a continuation of the 6 of Cups here. And so just a really happy feeling in the month of October. And you also have got the King of Pentacles, so your money is also looking pretty darn good too. So that's awesome. I am going to do a couple of follow-up readings for you. Can you give me clarification for the 6 of Cups for Capricorn, please? So let's just pull these all out. All right. Okay, so you're taking some time to yourself. I feel like in regards to the 6 of Cups kind of feeling too, like maybe you are reminiscing about somebody from the past. Interestingly enough, though, the clarifier that I got for the 10 of Cups here, Capricorn, is going to be the 6 of Swords. So there's a moving forward with someone. Because see how there's someone in the boat? There's actually 2 people. There's a little kid, I think, down in there too. And so, and with swords, they're all about like knowledge, wisdom, things of that nature. They're like air sign kind of. They're the suit of air sign in tarot. So I feel like once you're able to kind of sit with yourself and think something through, if you're not thinking about like a past partner or going back to a past partner, then you might have a new partner coming in. You sit on it for a bit, and then you move forward with that person here with the 10 of Cups. Okay. You are going to be feeling really good, like I said, with that King of Pentacles here. And we do have the 9 of Pentacles as a follow-up to that. So your money, your abundance, and all that is going to be really good in October. I feel like you're going to have a really pretty darn good month, okay? So let's go ahead and just pull an oracle card. And vulnerability. We've got the meadow that popped out here. So Capricorn, I feel like there is a point here in this reading where, and I feel like it popped out like right about here, where you're able to move forward with the 6 of Swords and get that 10 of Cups, but not without taking time out to with that 4 of Swords, okay, and allowing yourself to be vulnerable so that you can open up to someone and move forward to that next chapter, okay? So that is my message for you, Capricorn. Let's go ahead and move on to our Virgos. Let's go ahead and do Virgo next. This is for Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising, of course. Okay, oops. Okay, that was like the biggest failure I've ever seen at attempting to shuffle cards. Alright. Alright, Virgo. Let's see what's going on. Virgo, Sun, and Rising. Okay, so you're carrying around a burden, but it looks like this is an ending. I always get this as like the ending of a burden with the 10 of Wands. Sorry, it's a little cloudy over there. I'm not really sure. So with the 10 of Wands, it's like releasing a burden, letting go of a burden, things of that nature, right? We have the Queen of Pentacles here. She's hanging on to her abundance, and she's kind of like looking down at it like, okay, well, it's like, I feel like she's contemplating something. It's like you get rid of this burden, but then you're like contemplating a situation here with the Queen of Pentacles. But it's like, it has to do with your abundance. We'll get into that a little bit further. I do have the Star card as the outcome here. So making sure that you keep balance of your emotions and things of that nature. But also, you might be, I feel like you're going to be leveling up in some way, okay? So let's go ahead and do some follow-up here. Can you clarify the 10 of Wands for Virgo, please? 10 of Wands for Virgo. We've got the 8 of Pentacles, King of Swords, and the Devil. Ooh. Okay, so careful. Well, you're going to get there, actually. Too many things are going... I get too many messages at once, and then it's just like I got to kind of harness those in, because otherwise it gets a little hairy. So let's go ahead. This burden is being released, but you put a lot of hard work into a situation in creating abundance, whether that's financial abundance or whatever you find to be abundant for you. As a result of that, this burden is being released, okay? Now, Virgo, this Queen of Pentacles that you're kind of like looking at and being like, okay, like I feel like you're getting, some of you guys are like getting a raise. Some of you guys are like leveling up, I'm hearing, like financially or in your abundance, whatever you find to be abundant for you, you're like leveling up. You might also have an air sign person come in with this King of Swords energy. And take this load off of you as far as this 10 of Wands go. And hands you, say, for example, a raise, something that's going to cause you, I'm just getting like, I'm getting a lot of like raise, abundance, things like that. Like, I know that you worked really hard for something, but I also feel like this could be like a boss or someone, okay? It also could just be you. But there's a couple of different messages coming in, so we're going to keep it at that. As far as the Star card goes here, I do have the Devil card, which is Capricorn energy, that followed that up. I do want to say that in your outcome, though you do have this really good stuff going on here, this isn't terrible, obviously, but it is a warning that if, be sure that you're giving yourself, that you're watering yourself more than you water other people, because it looks like this also might be like a toxic situation. It could also be Aquarian energy. So this could be an Aquarian that comes in and kind of like releases you essentially from like the burden that you had. And if that's the case, like you might feel a little bit indebted to that person and feel like you have to now go be there for like their every beck and call. And that's not the case. If somebody gives you something as a result of hard work that you put into something, that's yours, and nobody should be able to like manipulate you into like feeling like you owe them something. You put in the hard work, you got the return, and that's that, right? So if you feel like you're being like pressured into doing something you don't want, or like signing up for something that you didn't want to sign up for, or whatever the circumstances, or taking on more work without more pay, things like that. Although I do see that there's maybe more money in here. So, okay, let's go ahead and do a pull an oracle card. That was kind of specific, but let me know if it resonates. For Virgo, please. Okay, so fog. We've got veiled. So whatever the situation is, I feel like this is going to show somebody's true colors are going to be coming out, for example, with this Devil energy. Because with the Star card, like it's all about like balance and things like that. In regards to like, we've got the Star here. Intuition, things like that. We've got water, that's all about emotion. We've got balance here. But also the Star is also about like being like the star of the show specifically, not always, but in several circumstances in that regard. Even like Aquarian energy, like you might be taking on more of like, so just kind of give you a heads up on that. But whatever the situation is, like something's going to come to light and the veil will be lifted and you'll be able to see something for what it is. Okay, Virgo? So that is that. And like I said, like I'm going to be doing personal readings for you guys, just like overall. This is just like your all signs reading, just to kind of give you guys like a little peek of what's going on. And then let's go ahead and get started on our Taurus. I need a drink. Hang on just a sec. Don't mind my big, huge drink. I'm drinking orange soda, so that's fun. Okay, let's see what's going on for Taurus. Please show me. Sun and rising. So we've got the Queen of Wands. I'll show you all this in a second. We've got the Nine of Cups, and we've got the Five of Pentacles. Okay. So I'm going to do a follow-up because I'm getting 2 different messages on this, and I just want to get clarifiers. So let's clarify the Queen of Wands, please. Okay, we've got the Empress, conflict over that, and so the Nine of Pentacles have been coming out a lot, and it came out in like in my TikTok reading that I did for you guys today as well. So Queen of Wands, Taurus, a lot of fiery energy going on. I feel like this is you because this is in the heart of the reading. We did have it followed up. We do have it followed up with the Empress here, so it could be Libra energy, but also, you know, careful, you might be fertile more than normal. If that is not the case, the Empress is also like very like in her Venus. See, here's Venus here. But she's in her Venus energy, but she's also like, she's like full of love, but also quite fiery with this fire sign here with the Queen of Wands. But also she's very, there's a fertility that goes into it. There's a very motherly kind of thing going on here as well with the Empress. So I do feel like you're feeling very in your power in the month of October. Like there's something about you, like you will radiate, you know, in a way. But there's a kind of a mixture here because what happens is that you do also get the follow-up with the Nine of Cups, which is awesome because it's wish fulfillment. But there is some conflict in regards to that, okay? Like you get your wish and then there's some conflict behind it. Like, oh yeah, here's your wish. And then you're like, oh, awesome, I got my wish, but now all this other stuff is going on because now that I have my wish, it means, so for example, if you start your own business and then you have the burden then of having to take on like all of this extra work, you don't really get a lot of time off at first, you don't really make a lot of money for the first couple of years, but you did get your wish because you were able to start your business. It's just that there's a little bit of conflict in that regard. Does that make sense? Just like as an example. So it's not terrible. It's just a little bump in the road, right? And so then your outcome though is going to be interesting too. So this is a little bit of confliction, right? Like you get a wish, but then there's still like conflict or like some kind of like struggle that goes on in that regard. Interesting. But then we have something almost like that in the outcome as well, which is you get the Five of Pentacles, right? Feeling out in the cold, like not really maybe feeling like you don't have that much money. But then we have the Nine of Pentacles, which shows that you have plenty of money. You have a bird, you have all your luxury, which is like, and you have plenty of pentacles. Again, like I said, in the middle, in the center of the reading here, you are feeling really, really magnetic and amazing. So I feel like for a lot of you guys, Taurus, like other than like, yes, I'm sure that this does have conflict, whatever this wish is, it's almost like be careful what you wish for sort of thing. But it's not, I don't see it as like a negative thing. I just see it as like, it might be a little bit stressful to kind of sort that out. But this is like, I feel like this Five of Pentacles with the Nine of Pentacles is more like feeling left out in the cold, but you're not. And maybe just, I feel like for a lot of you guys, like you are not seeing the positive of a situation. Like you're like feeling like things are doom and gloom, but they're actually like not as much as they seem. You might at some point be like, oh yeah, things are really doom and gloom, but then later on you realize that like they're not. I'm probably gonna sneeze, so bear with me. This whole month, like I've been like having to sneeze, or like last month. I don't know if you guys have ever had it happen. You go to sneeze and then like it goes away. Like all the excitement comes of the sneeze, right? And you're like, oh, it's gonna be a thing. And then it's just fused, like just burns out. So that's kind of fun. Random information. All right, let's go ahead and pull a an oracle card for you guys that popped out. So we've got clouds shape shifting, and I can't show it because it fell down. But with that card, largely is like something. I wish I could grab it, but it's just like such a pain in the butt to have to do that, so I'm not going to. So, how do we explain it though? It's essentially like whatever is going on, for example, like in this situation with like this conflict, and then like here's your wish fulfillment. It's like you have like, you know, the clouds, and then there's a shape shift and the situation kind of clears itself up in a way. So whatever the situation is that you're going through in this overall, and I'm going to pull you guys an additional oracle since that one is on the ground, but something is changing to your best, and I feel like because there's a lot of stuff going on with the there is an eclipse happening on the 25th of October, so I feel like, you know, keep your eye on like the prize essentially, because like, and try to clear out whatever it is that no longer serves you before the eclipse happens, because if you do, you'll be able to better navigate situations such as this kind of stuff happening, or feeling like you're left out in the cold. But overall, you're going to be doing really, really awesome. I'm going to go ahead, and as far as like the clouds and like the shape shifting, it's like things are going to be clearing up for you. Like things are going to be starting to make sense for you. Whereas before, like there's been a little bit of like confusion in regards to like a situation. Sorry. I'm still struggling with like the whole retrograde thing, even though it's just barely finished. I'm still kind of like hanging out in like the shadow period, because words are hard still. So, Purification is the follow-up oracle card that I pulled for you guys. And so again, like with shape-shifting and like clouds moving out of the way and parting, again, with purification, things are going to start looking clearer to you in regards to where things are going, what to expect, what direction you're going, and things of that nature. So that's your reading, Taurus. Check out your full reading. In the next couple of days, I'll get those posted as well. Okay, so let's go ahead and go to our air signs. Okay, so let's start with Aquarius. So Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising. I hope that I did all. Yeah, I did all the earth signs. Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising. Show me what's going on for October, please. Okay. Okay, so we have the Five of Cups. So feeling like, you know, all is lost, right? Emotional situation going on there, because we've got water, cups are tipped over, but you do have two cups here behind you. So things are not as bad as they seem. And I can hear some of you guys being like, yeah, they are. But they might seem like it. If you're watching this, you might be going through it, but they're going to be getting better. And then also the follow-up to that is going to be the World card. So forward movement. A lot of people are getting this, and I'm going to pull the following card, which is the High Priestess card. I'm going to pull a couple of other follow-ups here for Aquarius. I've been getting this energy, honestly, for like a lot of people this month. But, so let's go ahead and dig into it, okay? So feeling like everything's like kind of doom and gloom over a situation, and like all these cups have spilled. You might have some tears that you're shedding in regards to a situation. Yeah, you have these two cups behind you, but even if you knew that they were there, I don't think that you would really give a shit. Because this is such a powerful, intense kind of feeling where like, something didn't work out the way it's supposed to. Somebody comes and talks to you about the situation, because we do have this Knight of Swords, like they come bear with this message in regards to a situation. I feel like something's just not working out in the time frame that you're expecting it to. Or it's not. Let's go ahead and just take a moment, because there's more cards to this. I'm getting a lot of messages, so I just have to like harness it back in. So then we have the World card, right? And with the World card, it's like you go from this like feeling like everything's like doom and gloom, and everything's kind of lost. And you know, you have these two cups behind you that are obviously like super fulfilling and very helpful. But it kind of just like, I can feel like whatever this is, it's like it doesn't matter to you, because of like, I just keep feeling like this doesn't matter because this is gone, right? But with the this is like a swift, quick message, right? Then he comes in and tells you about that. But then we have the World card, and things like start moving forward. But then, and we also have a follow-up with the Six of Wands. So something that seems like it's like totally screwy and like not working out. This person comes with a message. You start to feel not great about it. I don't know if it's like a miscommunication, or if there's like, I feel like something might be a miscommunication. I'm not, like, that's just what I'm getting. So when somebody comes to you and tells you like something, if you have somebody coming and tell you something that makes you feel lost or sadness, understand that like there also is going to be like some sort of forward movement in regards to a situation, like swift forward movement, and you're also going to be feeling pretty on top of the world. So this feeling isn't going to last for very long. And if it is a miscommunication, you'll have follow-up to that pretty quickly. You won't be sitting in that for long, because this is like the very next bit of information or of energy, essentially, that you're going to be getting. So then your outcome is going to be the High Priestess card, as well as the Three of Cups, so celebration, right? So it goes from like, wait a minute, what's going on? So also there's 3 cups here that is spilt over, because I feel like there is some sadness in regards to this. But then you have this 3 of Cups situation, so then there's like all of a sudden there's celebration again, right? So those 3 cups that are like spilt over are now in all these people's hands, and they're celebrating, okay? And then with the High Priestess, very much like Sagittarian energy. I also feel like there's a Libra that's coming in or going to be around this situation. And then with the High Priestess, like, we have the moon here, we have water in her dress, we do have the eclipse coming up. But so I feel like something might, like, even if something's like eclipsed out, like definitely something better is coming in for you, is what I'm getting as well. But with the moon here, we've got intuition and water in the dress here. So water, emotion versus logic in this situation. But also be sure to like use your intuition, because this is, the moon is all about intuition. I do want to say also that, like, I'm hearing because of that eclipse, I feel like if there's something that you feel needs to be kind of like taken like away, like taken off the table, in order for you to live your best life, or like, you know, do whatever you need to do for your highest good, try to sort that out before the eclipse, because whatever the energy is will be less intense in that regard. If you're able to kind of sort that out before, if you're able to. Let's go ahead and pull an oracle card for you, Aquarius. Everybody's getting this card, but it's the Meadow vulnerability. So you will have to be vulnerable in some situation. I imagine it's probably this 5 here, where you might catch yourself, you know, being a little bit more vulnerable than you would normally feel. After this like message comes in. Also, unless you know for sure that like that's actually what's going on, be a little cautious, because I keep hearing like something's gonna be miscommunication, and then there's gonna be like maybe even like a call after that saying, hey, sorry, like this is actually inaccurate, and then it's like woohoo, and there's like a whole other celebration, and things actually go from like, you know, not so great to awesome. If something does need to be like eclipsed out or phased out in a situation, something better is immediately coming along, and I've been getting this message for a lot of people as well. So just kind of heads up on that. Okay, so go ahead and check out your reading, Aquarius. when I should have it posted in the next couple days. So keep your eye out, and go ahead and ring the bell if you want a reminder when I'll be posting videos. That way you'll be able to know when I've posted your video, and you can like look at the bigger picture of everything. So let's go ahead and move forward to Gemini. Okay, so Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising. I really want to pick that card up off the floor, but then I have to like get down, so we're just gonna leave it there. Okay, Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising. Oh my gosh, okay. Okay, wish fulfillment, feeling stuck, walking away. Okay, so we've got this wish fulfillment card here again, but it's in the heart of the reading. So something is coming toward you that's going to be a wish fulfillment. And then you're kind of feeling stuck in a situation, and then you're walking away from something. I'm going to do a couple of clarifiers. Let's go ahead and see what we got for the clarifiers. Hermit. Two of Cups. Oh, we got this. So some of you guys are dealing with a Cancer or a Virgo. Okay. So we've got this, we've got the wish fulfillment card here, okay? But you're like, for whatever reason, you're keeping something to yourself. So like, if your wish is fulfilled, instead that you, whatever it is that you've been working on, finally comes to fruition for you, there is a large part of you guys that are going to keep that for yourself. Like, you're going to keep it to yourself for a while. Sorry about it. Like, I get tired of sitting in that position, so I'm just going to lounge for a minute. But, then we've got this 8 of Swords here, right? And then the two of Cups. So you might feel stuck in a situation in regards to the heart. I feel like these are two totally different things. So, like, you have a wish fulfillment. Whether or not, or maybe, like, you have a wish... Okay, I'm getting on too many stories now, too. Sorry, my guides go wild whenever I do readings. So, I have to harness it back and just kind of take a minute so I can actually not have 20 stories going at once. So what I'm getting, 2 different scenarios, okay? One is that you have a wish fulfillment, you're keeping it to yourself, okay? Not related to the 2 of Cups, okay? The next is that you have a wish fulfillment, you keep it to yourself, okay? But it's in regards to this 2 of Cups energy. It makes you feel stuck, like you can't move forward in regards to a situation, and you don't really know what to do with it, okay? But then you have the Chariot card here, which is moving forward, okay? And walking away from something. Okay, so you might be offered some 2 of Cups, like a love offer. For those of you guys who want it, you might be... So for those of you guys who want it, this one's a little more confusing than I would have hoped. So for those of you guys who want it, you're going to walk away from feeling like you have to keep it to yourself. And you're just going to move forward with this person. Could be a Cancer. Okay, that's first scenario. Second scenario is this. Hang on, I'm mixing up these. 1 second. All right. Second scenario is that you are going through a situation where you have a wish fulfillment not related to the 2 of Cups here. Okay. And you're keeping it to yourself. At some point in time, you're going to move forward from that situation, okay? And you'll be able to communicate what it is for whatever reason. Say that like you won the lottery or something. Like you don't really want to talk to people about it because you don't feel like you want to do that yet. You want to take time and kind of figure out what it is that you're going to say before you say it, okay? Or how you're going to present that information. All right, so then we're going to move on to scenario number 2, which is that you were offered a 2 of Cups situation, like a relationship. I'm getting this largely like a relationship or something romantic, okay? You're feeling super stuck in the situation, but all she has to do is wiggle around here, okay? She takes that off. She wiggles out of this. She's like, oh, okay, this is not... I'm not walking into an ocean. I'm not walking into a river. I'm not going to be swept away by this water. This is nothing. I can conquer this, right? I can get through it. And then she's surrounded by all these swords. all these swords are is just knowledge and logic and things like that. Things are going to help her. Things are going to help her along the way to be able to make the right decision, be able to take that information and move forward with a better understanding of who she is, right, and what she wants. And so with this Two of Cups here, that could be the information that she gains and moves forward in this Two of Cups situation. Okay, and then moves forward with this Chariot. Okay. All right, so there's that, and then let's go ahead and then some of you guys might not move forward in the situation. You might decide, hey, it's not worth the risk. It's not worth, you know, somehow this might be a risk to you, and maybe it's not worth the risk. And if that's the case, you'll use your intuition. And this situation here, again, we've got the moon and the sun kind of together. And I get like total eclipse energy here. We do have an eclipse on October 25th. So you might be during the time of the eclipse, like walking away saying, okay, well, I have all the cups that I'll possibly need. Sorry, I can't speak. All the cups that I'll possibly need, but I don't want to do it. I don't want to pursue it. It's not something that serves me. I'm walking away from it. Okay. And wherever you go, like I said, it could be dealing with a Cancer or a Virgo or anybody. But wherever you go, it's going to be for your best good, you know? Just kind of take it however it resonates, because there are a couple different stories in regards to your reading, Gemini. So show me what's going on with their oracle, please. For Gemini. Okay, grounding. So be sure that you take the time to ground yourself in the situation, which I feel like you will be doing, because we have the Hermit card here. Okay. And even if you're walking away from something, if it's not serving you and you walk away from it, like that's part of grounding yourself. That's part of being like, hey, but even taking pause with the Hermit and kind of going inside with that light and saying, okay, what do I need to do next? What decision do I need to make in order to move forward swiftly in a way that serves my highest good? So that is your reading, Gemini. Let's go ahead and move on to Libra. Okay, so Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising. And remember, guys, hit the bell and subscribe if you're interested in getting more readings. I will post just your individual readings for October shortly as well, so keep your eye out for those. So what's going on for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising in October? Okay, anxiety. Knight of Cups. Cool. Alright, so things actually look like they're getting better. Let's see what else we can do. Conversation. Feeling suspicious about love. Manifesting your happy home. Alright. So we've got in the center of the reading anxiety over a situation. I've got all your swords up on the wall with the Nine of Swords. Okay, just lots of sleepless nights. Like, not really feeling like... I feel like not feeling stable, not feeling balanced is what I'm getting. And then with the Three of Pentacles as the follow-up, I feel like there's a conversation that you're going to have with someone. You might even like sign paperwork or unsigned paperwork or revisit a situation, because these people are all about contracts and signing things and things like that. Some of you guys might be getting like a new job as well. And whatever this is, I feel like is going to likely help alleviate some of this anxiety, a lot of this anxiety for you guys, Libra. There's a meeting and there's a conversation that will also kind of help bring this together, okay? So let's go ahead and see what else is going on. So a Knight of Cups is here. Could be a water sign person, Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer. They're here to offer you, and it's a knight, so like they're not a king, they're not a page, they're like, so they're not like a little, pages are more this like kind of the fuck around type, like they don't really, they care, but like they're not really they can't offer what you need. Pages. Knights might be able to offer what you need. Kings are better, of course. Like you might, if a king comes in, they're coming in completely like healed and ready to go, and they're like, they're gonna be a really great partner. Knights are working on it. And they might just have a little bit more immaturity when it comes to certain situations, whether that's like emotional immaturity or just general immaturity. But they are trying, so you get this card here. There is some suspicion. You got 2 9s in this reading, by the way, with the 9 of Wands here. There's some suspicion that should be going like this in regards to this offer of love that's coming in from this cup. And you're like, I don't know if I can trust that. I don't know if I can trust the situation. So there's that situation that is going on for you. And then the outcome, we do have the 4 of Wands and the Magician. So you are quite literally manifesting your happy home currently in the month of October. Okay, so you have some suspicion around a Knight of Cups that comes in with a love offer. You've got some anxiety around a situation where like there's been a conversation, or there will be a conversation, or some kind of paperwork, or signing a contract or unsending a contract, things of that nature, right? With this 3 of Pentacles. So you guys have kind of a full plate in the month of October. You've got, I feel like these are 3 separate situations that are going on for you guys. As a result of that, I'm going to pull 3 separate oracle cards for you guys, because I don't feel like this all could be connected. For those of you guys that feel that that's a possibility, then take it how it resonates, but I'm getting it more, I'm getting more of like a 3 separate situation. Like you've got anxiety over this situation, and then this other thing's going on here, and then you've got this, like you are actively trying to manifest your happy home and your 1111 card, okay, with the 4 of Wands. Show me what's going on with the 9 of Swords with the 3 of Pentacles, please, for Libra. Show me for Libra. Okay, so we got movement, river. So you could have physically moved recently, or somebody might be letting you know that they're moving, or you might just be moving on from something that's giving you anxiety in regards to a situation. Okay, so but this is a really pretty card, and movements in this card specifically, it just gives me really good vibes, like almost like a relief in regards to a situation. Okay, or it's just a physical movement. Okay, so let's go ahead and pull, clarify please the Knight of Cups with the 9 of Wands for Libra. Okay, so ancient healing wisdom, shaman. Okay, so some of you guys might like actually be going to a shaman in regards to like some suspicion surrounding a possible water sign person, Knight of Cups energy, some suspicion around that situation. You might actually physically be visiting a shaman. You personally might be a shaman, but I feel like for a large part of you guys, though, for like the grand, Librans at large, for a good bit of you guys, like you're just going in and you're trying to do like inner workings, inner healing, inner charging yourself, bringing yourself back to life in a way. Okay, so, and feeling like, because for some of you guys, I just am getting this like immediately, like I can't trust this, no matter what. Immediately, no. Like, immediately I can't trust it. So you're trying to heal, that side of you, so that you're able to do that more frequently and more freely, okay? So let's go ahead and pull for the Magician and the 4 of Wands for Libra. For Libra, clarify the Magician and the 4 of Wands. And their outcome, please. Okay, this card's been coming out a lot lately too. Activation, win. So what I'm getting from this card here is that, so as you are working toward manifesting your happy home, this 1111 card here, this 4 of Wands, you will be creating your own reality, right, with the Magician. But also that is going to cause, of course, activation in that situation. So as hard as you put energy into something, as much energy as you put into building this for yourself, okay, is as much energy as the universe is going to work to give that to you, okay? I also feel like this is like a dolphin. Gives me like super dolphin energy. So like you might see dolphins a lot more for some reason. I know we're in October, but or like maybe even like a Cupid. Like this is not Cupid, but like it's just dolphins and Cupids. Like tell me if that resonates for you, because it's random, but I'm just gonna, if it stands out, I've got to say it. So there's that. So whatever this is, like the energy that you put into this and to yourself, I'm hearing legitimately to yourself, is going to be the exact same amount of energy the universe will be putting into you. So you're going to be doing like this like back and forth like balance thing with the universe in October. So that's pretty awesome. I mean, I feel like these things will work to, as far as like the more negative aspects of this reading, and I hate to say like negative, but the not so favorable aspects of this reading for October, I feel like they're going to be sorted out, but I do feel like you'll have like kind of a full plate in the month of October as well. So let's go ahead and move on to our fire signs. Let's go ahead and get on Leo. So this will be Leo, Sun, Moon, and Rising for October. Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising. Show me what's up for Leo. Hang on just a second. I do this thing like try to force myself to just keep talking, even though like I know that I need a drink, because my throat is like done, and I'll just like try to power through it, and I'm like, why do I do this to myself? So for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, let's go ahead and see what's going down. Oh my god, okay. It's like, I'm done. Okay, you got the Star card. Everybody's getting these cards. And Ace of Cups, cool. Woo! Girls. Clarify the Star. Okay. Oh god, 2 cards came out. Okay. So, interestingly, got the burden here. Releasing a burden with the 10 of Wands. Okay, so you're letting go of something that is no longer serving you, something that you've been carrying around with you for a while. Could be a fire sign person, because we've got Wands here. That's all about fire. But I have to scoot in closer because this is serious. I do feel like there's another story in regards to this, and so I'm going to mention it. Be sure that with the Star card, of course, like with the Star card, it's like it's Aquarian energy, and you're like keeping balance of your emotions here, and like you're feeling really busy, you're feeling really good, like people are wanting to be around you, you have like, you know, you want to be around other people, you're feeling great, you finally got rid of this burden. But I want to say that like there's a part of you guys that, because I do have the Devil here, and we'll go over that in a minute. I always try to tell people, like, be sure that you're giving yourself this big puddle of love, this water, right? And not this, like, this tiny bit, okay? Be sure that you're watering yourself more than you're watering other people, so that you have the energy to be able to give people, you know, what you want. Because otherwise, if you are giving yourself just this bit and everybody else that, you're going to get worn out, you're going to get burnt out, and you're going to hate it. The reason I'm bringing that up, though, because we got the Devil right next to here. So Capricorn energy, it doesn't have to be. But this is also like, because it's right next to this card, it's like, this is toxic, can be toxic energy, okay? Addictive energy, things like that. If you have addictive energy and you have this card right next to each other, it's like not really giving yourself as much space, as much time, as much me time, as much time without other people around you, sort of a situation. And you always, like, everybody needs that to recharge. So be sure that you give yourself that time. And I thought there's a spider on me. And then 'tis the season. So, but also with this card, with the Devil card, you might feel like you're like attached to something or someone. You're not able to like let go of something or someone. And there's also like, so this has your Libra had a couple of different scenarios as well, but just to go over the couple of scenarios, either you're going to be like feeling like you're like stuck to something, you're not like able to let go of something or someone. It might be something or someone from the past, because this is like just energy where you kind of get stuck and sucked into something, and it can feel draining and toxic. That's why with this card here, I just wanted to make sure that I remind you guys to make sure that you're giving yourself the amount of energy that, you know, you're able to, and not, you know, not overwhelming yourself by giving all of your love and time and energy here and only letting yourself have just a little bit. Okay. So just be sure that you look after yourself in that regard. But if you are dealing with a devil sort of energy where you're just kind of like feeling like you're like addicted to something or someone, because that can also happen with this card. See how they're just like chained up to each other? They could take these off their necks if they wanted to, but they don't want to, because they're just kind of like loving life, chilling. So you have the 5 of Swords here though. So I feel like even with this here, you're feeling like you've like defeated something. Sorry, that's like right in front of my face. You're feeling like you've like won a battle in regards to something. Like there's like finally been like some kind of a justice been served, or something has finally, like the dust has kind of like finally settled in regards to a situation, or something's finally become clear. Okay. So in regards to your outcome, Leo, we do have an offer with the Ace of Cups coming in. My cup floweth over with all this love here, right? And then we do have the Page of Wands, which is like a passionate new beginning here. And it should kind of be like that, because he's looking at this passionate here card. And then all this love is coming out there, okay? So that's wonderful. That's a really good thing. It's almost like starting something anew in regards to like a love offer, like maybe some of you guys are going to be like renewing your vows, or some of you guys are going to just be like having a deeper level of passion with your partner, if you have a partner, in the month of October as well. So let's go ahead and pull an oracle card for Leo and see what's going on. What's the message for Leo? But it's overall a pretty good month for you guys. I just feel like, just keep in mind that, you know, look after yourself, and that's basically the message. But what's the oracle message? This card came out right before whatever, I think it was like Libra actually. But so with the activation card and the situation, like that is what I'm feeling big time when it comes to this here, this passion new beginning, this offer, and then activation. Something's going to start. Okay, there's going to be a start of something new, or a restart of something, or a re-establishment of something, right? Like, so like I said earlier, like if you're renewing your vows in the situation, if you are currently in a relationship, you're taking it to another level. You might, whatever that level would be. I don't know, I'm not getting anything specific. But you're taking something to like a deeper level, or like a different, like more of something under the surface is going to be coming out in regards to like your emotions, and not in a negative way. And that's going to be activating like a deeper level of passion in your relationship. All right, cool. So that is your message, Leo. Ring the bell if you would like to see your extended reading when I post it in the next day or two. And subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. So let's go ahead and look at Sagittarius. So Sagittarian, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Sagittarian, Sun, Moon, Rising. Sagittarian, Sun, Moon, Rising. Okay. Options. Oof. Everybody's getting this card. How do I ever see that card? And the Lovers. Eee. Things are about to get crispy. Just kidding. I don't even know what that even. I just make up words. It's fine. Okay. Soda is not my favorite thing. Okay, but I've had so much coffee today that like it's not even possible to have more. So you have the 7 of Cups here in the center. I do feel like for a lot of you Sagittarians, you're gonna be changing job. You're gonna be changing house for some of you guys. Like you're gonna be changing like what you're passionate about, whether like that's like a hobby or person. I just feel like you're like, the universe is like opening this like closet door for you, and it's going, and then you're getting all of these options, And they're just going to be like revealed to you one day. Like it's not like, for a large part of you guys, I do feel like it's going to be emotionally fulfilling, obviously, because there's cups in here as well. Hang on, sorry, there's cups in here as well. But so just, there's a 7 of cups. I just feel like there's a lot of options, and like it's just going to be like the curtain just lifts up and then you just have it. Like you're not planning on it. Things just kind of work out that way, and you're like, okay, cool. Like I guess this is what's happening. And it's not really stressful at all. It's like, it's actually just so, it's unexpected in a way that is just so, like, oh, what's the word I'm looking for? It's just, it's unexpected in a way that is just so natural, if that makes any sense. That's what's coming. It's weird, but whatever. But then we've got the 7. Good old 7 of Swords. So we got a 7 of Cups, a 7 of Swords. Okay. So that's an interesting situation. So as far as the 7 of Swords goes, I'm going to pull a couple of follow-up cards, because 7 of Swords isn't typically the best. Show me why the 7 of Cups. This is also the card of marriage, so just in case. It's the follow-up to the 7 of Cups. So, or like institution, things of that nature, school. So just a heads up in that regard. So what's going on with the 7 of Swords, please? Feeling left out in the cold. Okay, so this is interesting. Because you're feeling left out in the cold by something, like this can be the card of like manipulation, a card of sneakiness, sneaky behavior, something going on behind your back, and then feeling left out in the cold, which I don't really get, which is weird because like I don't get this as being like a bad card. Like these are not great cards. Let's just put it that way. This card, the 7 of Swords, can be a good card because it does have a yellow background, just as this Lover's card does, which is what your outcome is. But then we've got this with it. So I'm just not really, like, something is going on in a situation. Read the fine print in a situation. I know that, like, we're like out of Mercury retrograde. But we're still in the shadow period, so, like, for the next couple weeks. So be sure that, like, you read the dotted lines. Excuse me, I don't mean to yawn. But read the dotted lines in regards to a situation. I don't feel like there's like an immediate issue going on. I don't feel. I'm gonna pull one more card. Can you show me why the 5 of Pentacles and the 7 of Swords for Sagittarius? 5 of Pentacles and the 7 of Swords. Ace of Cups. So such a weird combination. A couple of people have gotten these like contradictory cards. I think that like Taurus got it as well. And so with these cards, there's an offer here of love coming in. So if you guys are dealing with like something where like your heart's broken, you feel left out in the cold, somebody's manipulated you, I just can't see that being a lot of you guys that are going through this. Those of you guys who are, there will be an offer coming in of love. It doesn't have to be romantic. It could even just be friend love coming in regards to a situation, okay? And then for those of you guys who are not in that situation, your reading is really confusing, honestly. Because I'm trying to harness back all these messages because I'm getting a lot of different ones. So we have that scenario. I don't want to make it too complicated. So we have the outcome as the Lovers. I'll go over the rest of that in a minute. We have the outcome as the Lovers, okay? So whatever the situation is, there is love coming in here. And then I'm going to do one follow-up for the Lovers, please. Because, excuse me, my nose is like super itchy. I feel like show me what's up with the Lovers for Sagittarius, please, for October. Communication. So, for some of you guys, those of you guys who like have a new job coming in or options or whatever, maybe somebody is also saying like, I want to get married. If you don't want to get married, then like we need to figure this out, right? Like they're almost like have somebody giving you like an I got the word ulterior motive, which isn't what I was going for, but that's what this kind of symbolizes. So keep that in mind if it resonates. But an ultimatum, like you have a certain amount of time or else we can't be together. Like they like kind of mean business. So that's one scenario that's coming out because this is the marriage card. These are options, okay? This is somebody saying, look, this is what we need to do. Like these are the options that we have. What are we going to do about it? And then for the rest of you guys, some of you guys, it just isn't going to resonate because I'm getting really specific. For those of you guys who are like looking for a job, you might have to go back to school or might choose to go back to school so that you can have more qualifications for a specific job that you're interested in. They might be like, yeah, we're totally willing to hire you, but they might actually not be super communicative or clear about what the pay would be. You might feel like you like lost a good chunk of what you were making compared to your previous job, but then you do have an offer that comes in here, and then you have a Knight of Swords coming in with this Lover's energy, which also could be Gemini. So energies that we got here is going to be Taurus and Gemini, and then we've got some air and some water here as well, okay? So for those of you guys, for majority of you guys, it's just gonna be a little bit of a rocky road. Things are not going to go as smoothly as you would expect them to. We also do have an eclipse around, I think it's on October 25th. So if you have something that you need to sort out, that you need to wipe the, you know, like the table clear of, do it before the October 25th so that you're able to release some of that pressure, okay? And maybe if you are dealing with this kind of energy, you'll be able to kind of get rid of it before it even becomes a bigger deal. But there's an offer here that comes in. There's just like, it's weird because like there's an offer. Hang on. I feel like that's just like for some of you guys because I'm not getting a lot of other scenarios. Sorry if this was a confusing one. Ring the bell and like check out your extended Sagittarius, which I'll be posting next couple days. Like this is, I feel like you guys are gonna have a pretty heavy reading for October. So this is just the all signs. So we'll get into it deeper in your main reading that I'm gonna be doing. One card, please. Sanctuary. So you might be taking a little time to go inside and figure out what it is that you want to do, which I think is awesome because like I feel like there could be like some overwhelming energy in regards to this because there is a lot of options here. There are a lot of options. And if you are, for example, like given an ultimatum in regards to a situation, you might need to like take the time and kind of just sort that out. For some of you guys, like others, it might not be that big of a deal, but you might just feel like somebody might be like, some of you guys might just feel like you're being, and you probably aren't. Like, I don't feel like for a large part of you guys, I don't feel like you are actually having this happen, but I feel like it does seem that way. Is that like you might be feeling like you're being manipulated in regards to the heart, in regards to love, okay? Because you have this offer coming in of love, but it's like, okay, but only under these circumstances though, right? So like that doesn't really feel good. So you might be feeling like you're being manipulated in regards to love, okay? But at the outcome, you have the Lovers and the message coming in, okay? So I do feel like it's going to be good, but just, you are a fire sign, so just careful before you like speak. Just make sure that you like kind of go inside and take the time that you need in order to gather your thoughts and stuff before you decide to communicate how you feel, okay? So let's go ahead onto Aries. Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising for October 2022. October 2022 for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising. Aries, if you haven't already, like, share, subscribe, ring the bell. This is just for all signs, so if you want to see, like, your overall, like, longer reading, it'd be cool to, like, make sure that you subscribe and hit the bell, because then you can get that whole thing broken down. in the next couple days when I post it. So let's go ahead and see what's going on for Aries. Hanged Man, we got some Virgo energy here. Bear with me. I need to have like one of those helmets where I could just like, from like the 80s, and you put it on your head, and you have like a little straw, and I can just like grab it and just like have a little drink like whenever I feel like it, instead of like having to grab it, you know? That'd be super cool. I'm gonna make those. It'll be like the tarot reader edition, because I feel like there's other tarot readers on here that probably get parched as well when they're reading. The drink helmet. Right. Let's see. So Hanged Man, what's up with Aries? Show me more. King of Cups. Some of you guys, itchiest nose, might be I swear, like I'm in Salt Lake City. I'm sorry, this is like, my nose is so itchy. I feel like I have like bad allergies because it's fall, you know? So like all the leaves are changing and everything. So that's always fun. Okay, so King of Cups, Hanged Man, what else? Messages are taking forever to come out. Okay. So Virgo energy, you are on the fence in regards to a situation, but you do have a bright idea in regards to like what you want, how you want to proceed, things like that, but you haven't quite moved on it. You do have the King of Cups energy here, whether this is you or someone you're dealing with. You might just be taking on this energy. The Hanged Man is Virgo energy. I feel like I said that already, but just in case. And then we've got King of Cups, which is Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio energy. And Page of Wands, which is going to be fire sign energy. It's a younger fire sign energy, right? It's like it's an Aries like yourself, a Leo or a Sagittarius, which is the outcome. But also in this energy, you're like, with this card, you are finding a new passion, something that you're passionate about, a new beginning, something that like you are super mesmerized with. If you can tell by the way he's looking at that, he's like, okay, deeper, passionate situation. With pages though, it's typically like a new passion that they're coming into. Maybe you, if you're with your partner, like you're falling more in love with them, like you're finding another quality that like you're super into, that you didn't know about before. And then, but you're sitting on something with this Hanged Man. King of Cups energy is like being in your power in regards to like an emotional situation if you're not dealing with a water sign person. But let's go ahead and pull a clarifier for the Hanged Man. Please show me. So we got the Nine of Pentacles is coming out all the time. I feel like for a lot of people, they are going to get like a step up like in their financial situation. Like you might even be like, oh, I know how to like improve my money or improve like my career or whatever I'm doing, right? I know how to do that, but you haven't quite done it yet. And then you do make that move, and that kind of shows like that your abundance has now increased. It doesn't always have to be money, but whatever you find to be abundant, most people think that it's money. It doesn't have to be. Show me why the King of Cups. Because of the Queen of Wands. I feel like if you have a partner, this is just you and your partner being like a super awesome pair. They're not like looking at each other, but they are still a pretty badass pair, right? And you are a fire sign person, but this water could just be your energy in the month of October, which would explain this Page of Wands, because you're a little bit more, I want to say that you're a little mushier than normal in regards to like your emotions and how you're feeling, right? So, show me the outcome, Page of Wands. Show me what's up. Show me a clarifier for Page of Wands for Aries. So we have the Two of Swords here. There is something that like you're hiding from in regards to an emotional situation. There is a moon back here, so make sure that you're paying attention to your intuition. And then also, if you, behind you is a water, right? So that's like all the emotional stuff that you're dealing with. Swords are air sign. You know, if you find swords in tarot, those are representing air signs. So those, with that, as water is representing emotion, swords represent logic, thought, knowledge, things of that nature, you know, like, so you're really taking the time to kind of sort something out Do be sure, though, that you don't forget about your intuition and you pay attention to that as well, because that will help guide you kind of through this situation. If you just put those swords down, took your blindfold off, and you turned around, you would notice that though this is a whole body of water right here, that there's really nothing to fear in that regard, okay? And your intuition will guide you the whole way. You're just kind of ignoring your intuition because you're not facing it. You don't have the blindfold off. You're not looking at it. You know what I mean? And you've got this is like intuition and knowledge, and you're like blocking that as well. So it's like, whatever the situation is, it is in regards to a new passion, a passionate situation, or an offer or something like that is coming in, or that you're wanting to offer to someone. But for some reason, you're like blocking yourself. You might be like, for some of you guys, like you're doing well. But in regards to like something having to do with something that you're passionate about and emotional about, like you might be blocking something out, or like slowing something down, or whatever that, take it however it resonates. So let's go ahead and pull an oracle card for Aries. Reflection. So you might need to just take that time, which is what he's doing in the Hangman. Okay, that's reflection. This is also reflection. Okay, so you might just be taking the time out that you need in order to just kind of process what you've been doing so far this year and where you need to go. We do have that eclipse that's on October 25th, and so as you sit with this energy here, you might just be sorting out what needs to stay, what needs to go, and what you need to do in order to be able to come out in your best possible energy and look forward to this new passion that you have, okay? So that is your reading, Aries. I hope you guys have a good one. Like I said earlier, if you guys are interested in your whole extended reading, you're welcome to look it up on my channel. And I should have that posted in the next couple of days. Just ring the bell and subscribe, and you'll have that information when it's ready. So let's go ahead and go to our water signs. 1 second. Okay, so let's go ahead and start with Cancer. So Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising. Hope you guys are having an awesome month of October so far. I feel like some of you guys, I just got like, some of you guys are moving, and some of you guys are like going on vacation, or going away somewhere, going somewhere, traveling somewhere. Okay, what's going on for Cancer? You off the bat got the 6 of Wands. That's good. Okay, so you guys have a great reading. Show me more. Judgment. So far. Fucking card. I swear this card has been coming out. Doesn't matter how much I shuffle. But it's not a bad card, so it's good. It's just like very similar energy. And this happens like every month. Okay, so we're gonna look at the 6 of Wands. So you are feeling in your power right now with the 6 of Wands, accomplished. You've accomplished something. There's a judgment. Like you might also be getting like a raise, or somebody's making a judgment in regards to a situation that hands you like a lot of passion. These are all about passion, these wands. You might be even like getting a job or getting promoted to a job where you may have always wanted to be in that sort of position, and then like now you are, and you're feeling a great success, I'm hearing. And I just dropped it. Hang on. I haven't grabbed any of them that have fallen, but oh my god, I might need to have less cards on the ground. So in regards to, you know, when you look at like a little bit more to the story, your financial is going to be awesome. This could also be a Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo person. You are going to be feeling really amazing and in your power with the 9 of Pentacles here as well. So financially and abundantly, like you're going to be doing really, really well. especially after this judgment has been made, okay? And you have that success. So you're doing really well in that regard. And then you do have the Lovers card here and the Wish Fulfillment. So I feel like for you guys in the month of October, you not only are, for a large part of you guys, my nose has been like so itchy. For a large part of you guys, you're going to be getting some kind of an offer into a passionate start, something that you've been wanting for a long time, okay? Not only that, but your financial is going to look amazing, okay? You might be dealing with an earth sign person as well. And you got the Lovers. So your love life in general, I'm getting, is going to be doing amazing. Why? Because you have the Nine of Cups, okay? So everything is kind of falling in place for you guys. I feel like with this eclipse for you, Cancer, a lot of what you've been waiting for is going to be coming in for you. And you're going to be moving. So you may have been like, felt like you've been like pressed up against like a brick wall or something for a while. And now you feel like you can like go into the situation and things are actually starting to move forward. It's like no matter what, how much you pushed, how much you tried, how much you blood, sweat, tears, and everything else that you put into a situation in the past was just not going anywhere, okay? But now everything's kind of all happening at once, right? So that's kind of what's going on here. So show me what's going on in regards to the Oracle for Cancer. For Cancer. Okay, everybody's getting this card too. Purification, rain. Okay, so what happens when it rains after that? Washes away all of the things and everything starts from anew. Okay, so you're starting a whole completely new journey, okay, in this situation. Everything is like the slate has been wiped clean, brand new journey. It's almost like you're like being reborn in a situation, it feels like, because everything you tried so hard to do or to get or to accomplish is finally all coming to fruition, and it's all happening at once, and it's all happening, I want to say, right before or right after the eclipse, which is on October 25th. I feel like between like the 23rd and 27th, you're going to see massive changes, and the last bit of like pieces are going to be falling into place for you, and you're going to be seeing that change happen. So keep that in mind, Cancer. I am going to be doing an extended reading for everybody on my channel in the next, probably tomorrow or the next day. So make sure that you subscribe and you ring the bell so that, you know, you'll be able to get the message when I get into the meat of it, okay? So that is your message, Cancer. And let's go ahead and move on to Scorpio. So let's go ahead and do Scorpio. Sun, Moon, Rising. Scorpio, if you have not already subscribed, go ahead and subscribe and hit the bell. And this is going to be for your, like for all signs case. So I'm going to be doing an extended version. So if you want to see what the extended version looks like and what kind of information is there for you, be sure that you subscribe and ring the bell. That way you get notified once I post it. Like I've literally been talking for an hour and 13 minutes. So give me a second. Don't mind me. Once in a great while I drink orange soda, and today's the day. It was there, man. Alright. So, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising. Hope you guys are doing awesome. Okay. So, passionate new offer. Got the Sun. Hell yeah. You guys got the Sun in your TikTok reading as well. Outcome. Some of you guys might be moving. Okay. I feel like it's not like you're not getting like, I don't feel like anybody's like being like pushed out of their house or anything. I feel like you're choosing to move. But because I got two aces, this is the best, Scorpio. I don't even want to pull any more cards, but I'm going to clarify them. So first, I'm going to go over it. We got in the center of the reading, an offer, passionate new offer coming in. Okay. With the Ace of Wands. Could be fire sign energy, Aries, Sagittarius, the other one. Aries, Sagittarius, Leo. And then we've got the Ace of Cups as the outcome, water sign, Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer. It's a little bit off, offering like love and things like that, right? This is amazing. And we've got the Sun card, which is Leo energy, but also it's like ride a white horse, you know, baby on a white horse with the sun coming out energy. So it's like one of the best cards in the deck for tarot. So just really good radiant energy with the sun. So let's do some clarifying. Show me, watch it be like the worst cards ever. Just kidding. It's not good. I'm a Scorpio, so I'm like always weirded out when I pull for Scorpio. So show me what's up for the Ace of Wands. Clarify it, please, for Scorpio for October. Cups are falling, but that's fine. Let's see. Sun, please clarify. Lovers. Ace of Cups, please clarify. Okay. Well, okay. So, the Ace of Wands. Clarifier, that's going to be the Five of Cups. Okay, so somebody comes in, they offer this passion at the beginning, and I feel like you're feeling at the time that this is coming in to be offered to you, like all of your cups have fallen over. There's like an emotional situation that may have caused you some grief. You still have two standing cups behind you. Kind of don't give a shit about those cups, even if you knew they were there. You're just kind of like, whatever, fuck those cups, because I don't have these other three. And all is doom and gloom and lost, right? But this comes in and says, no, actually everything's awesome. These cups weren't supposed to be there anymore because I'm taking you to do something different, okay? And we're going to move forward and do that, okay? So that's what's going on there. You have, which is, the thing is like, you can't have a negative reading with the cards that we have. So like that, whatever that is like, whatever, dude. Like literally spilled milk. Like, so like this guy's just like crying over spilled milk. And this wand is like, dude, you don't even fucking need to care about those anymore because I'm taking you somewhere better. So it's like literally not even that big of a deal. Now, depending on the cards that were around it, it would be, you know, different. But these cards are way too positive for there to be like a negative kind of energy. For the most part, it might be uncomfortable, but nothing that's gonna be like anything really that's a big deal. Now, the Lovers card that we had here did the Sun card I did here. The follow-up is the Lovers. So you're gonna be feeling not only radiant and riding on a horse, like living your best life, but you're also going to be chilling in this like Lovers energy. So you're going to be feeling like really, really good, really radiant, super in love with life. And also you are going to be just sporting this like really amazing Gemini energy Lovers card, right? So like really, really good. Can't really get better than this though. Like you really can't. Like energy is going to be getting a lot better. So in the outcome, we have this Ace of Cups, right, this offer. There's some conflict in regards to a situation, in regards to this, like, offer. So I'm going to do one more follow-up card and see what is going down. I might actually do two more follow-ups. So let's do a follow-up to the Ace, oh my God, the Ace of Cups, please, with the Five of Wands. Show me. Okay, so we got the Moon here. So some of you guys, like, you have this offer coming in, which is great. Everything's going to be amazing. With these cards here and then the two aces, like, you could get the Death card and it would be like you'd be having a party, even though you're like, maybe you're literally dying, which wouldn't really happen. But, you know, just to like kind of put it into perspective. So with this kind of situation where you're like, oh yeah, I am dealing with some conflict and I have this offer coming in and there's some conflict about it, but you have this like Moon card, which is all about like Piscean energy. So taking the time to like go within, there's the Moon here, which is also with the Sun, which also represents an eclipse. We are having an eclipse on the 15th there, excuse me, the 15th might be something to pay attention to, because if anything comes out during readings, you just might want to mark it on your calendar and pay attention to see what happens on that day. But it is going to be on the 25th, the eclipse of October. And around that time, you might see that things are starting to kind of move in the direction that you were wanting them to go. things might clear up in regards to feeling this conflict by this offer that's coming in. There's like so many really good things that are coming in the month of October. Really, like the energy is just going to be amazing. But take the time that you need to kind of go within and work on your intuition, work on your emotional situation as far as like if you're dealing with anything that's causing conflict, try to figure out what it is. And if there's something that like needs to go before the eclipse takes place, be sure that like you sort that out before that, because then you will not have to worry about that at the time. It's not going to be like a huge situation. It'll be like, oh yeah, I looked after it, I took care of it. It's no longer something that like serves me, and so I'm no longer going to engage in that situation, right? So that's kind of how that goes, which is just going to make this conflict like way less of an issue. And this is going to be just awesome. I don't see whether or not you're going to take this. This might be something, this offer might be something that you end up taking later, or maybe you do take it. It just doesn't show that you take it or not. It does feel like you're going to be doing amazing though. In the month of October either way. Show me a clarifying card for the Ace of Wands and the Five of Cups. Okay, so the Knight of Swords. So there's going to be a message. Somebody's coming forward quickly. It could be an air sign person, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. That's coming forward in regards to a situation. I just feel like this is going to be way too amazing for like whatever this is. It's just like not a big deal. There's just, it's like you might be feeling depressed or like not super, maybe like for some of you guys, like something didn't work out the way that you were expecting it to, and as a result of that, like you're kind of taking time to go within, but then you get this offer that comes in, this message, this person like comes rushing in, hey, here's a passionate new begin. Okay, cool, now I feel amazing, everything's awesome. It's just Scorpio, I feel like know more than most people that like the ebbs and flow of life, where one day you could feel like completely different than you do the next day, and most people experience that in general, but I feel like Scorpio can kind of flow with that a little bit easier than some other people. So show me just like one more card, yes or no please, with this outcome. Is Scorpio going to accept this Ace of Cups offer that comes in with the Moon and the Five of Wands? Look right for yes, reverse for no. Okay, for whatever reason, you are not going to accept it at this time. There's some conflict. I think that what's just going to happen is this is just taking time to think. So it doesn't mean no, it just means not right now. So whatever this is that's going to like overflow your heart, you're going to be like, maybe not so much yet, because I'm going to take the time. Because even though Wheel of Fortune is what we got in reverse, and that's no, but also with Wheel of Fortune in reverse, it just means that it's slowing down. It's not just gonna start hauling ass like it would in upright. So it's just taking the time that you need, which would fit with the Moon card here. Taking the time that you need, having conflict. It's almost like a what is it, like a Hanged Man or like a Hermit card. So you're just kind of sitting with something for a bit, okay? But you are feeling, very radiant, very much like this, like the Lovers kind of energy here. And you do have this passionate offer that I do show that you do take, okay? So there's just something else that you're like, I'm going to take some time to kind of sort that out before I like jump on it. So that's good. So not no, maybe. And then show me what's going down with the Oracle for Scorpio, please. For Scorpio, please. For October. Okay, so whatever this is going to feel effortless. I think I told Cancer just barely something similar where you may have felt, especially in the recent past with the with like Mercury in retrograde, you may have been feeling like you've been like pushing against a brick wall trying to get something to move forward. Kind of like, I mean, even like with this Wheel of Fortune in reverse, it's not that it's not going anywhere. It will go eventually. It's just going to take the time it needs to go when it's ready to. Similarly with the energy that Scorpio has been dealing with, some of things may have been moving for you, but then there's other things that you're like, okay, when is this going to happen? When is this going to go forward? Like, Is this ever going to move forward? Is anything ever going to fucking move forward, right? And now with this effortless card here, with this oracle card as your outcome, we've got this really radiant, beautiful energy coming in here. We've got love up the wazoo. We've got happiness here. We've got passion coming in. We do have love here also. There's some kind of an offer that's going to be emotionally fulfilling for you that you're just going to sit with for a bit. But whatever the situation is, that pushing and trying to get through that we've been trying to do, I say that because I'm also a Scorpio, that we've been trying to kind of get something moving in a direction, and it just doesn't feel like it's kind of been going as quickly or maybe even at all. And it's just kind of felt like everything's been stagnant and sitting, and that's actually going to start to move effortlessly now in the month of October, toward the end of October, okay, around like the eclipse, okay. I've been seeing largely 23rd to 27th, a lot of changes are going to be coming in, positive changes for everyone in regards to that. And so that's kind of what's going on for you, Scorpio. Go ahead and click the bell and subscribe if you haven't already subscribed. And I will go ahead and post your general reading, but that is all. And I hope you guys have an awesome rest of your month. I'll see you guys soon. Bye.